Okay, so I have one more thing that I wanted to say that I forgot in the other video, and that is how to batch scale things. So like for example, if you have this graph, I know it doesn't have the x-axis, it doesn't really matter, but I want to, let's say, make these dots bigger. Now, let's just say for some reason I don't want to go back into ggplot and graph it again. It doesn't matter. The reason I just want these dots to be like 150% larger. So I already explained the transform option, which is here, and then the scale. And let's say I want this to be 150%. Now, that's for one, and I could go through and do that for each one of these, but that isn't really time efficient because I have 93 points here. So they all have the same stroke. I could choose this guy and go to select same by stroke weight, and that selects all of them. Um, I happen to have this is just group this really fast. I just want to work on this. I have things off the screen. So let's do that one more time. Select same by stroke weight. And because I am working inside of a group, it's gonna ignore everything else. So I have all these, and if I do the same thing, and if I right click and I transform and I scale them, they become much larger. And this isn't going to work because if I say yes and I scale them back down, it's not actually ever changing. I wouldn't do that, but it's actually just not very helpful because it's also scaling the space in between all the points. So it thinks that you want everything to remain the dimensions to stay the same. And I still do want that, but I just want the dots themselves to be bigger. So instead of that, if I click on this dot, I go select, same, stroke weight. And instead of doing this transform scale, if you go to transform each, it won't scale the space in between. It'll just scale each point individually. And so I want them to be 150. And you could do this with move or rotate or anything like that. And so that is how you just randomly make the dots bigger without having to put them back into ggplot.